What's the difference between putting in your best effort, your best work, showing up, playing full out, and accomplishing most, if not all, of your goals, versus showing up, putting in all of that effort, and just feeling burned out and perhaps as if wondering if you accomplished anything? Well, I would say that the difference is probably whether or not you're working following a strategic plan, and whether or not you have the vision for what you ultimately want to accomplish in front of you at all times, and that's driving your strategic plan. Because if you're not, then there's a good chance, and it's very easy to do as an author, as an entrepreneur, where you show up and put in a ton of effort, you feel like you're getting stuff done, or maybe you're just putting out fires, but ultimately you just feel depleted and start to wonder, and self-doubt creeps in. So what I want to address in this video is a simple technique to give you a strategic planning exercise that will help you align your actions with your broader vision and mission so that you're moving forward in full alignment and firing on all cylinders. So my name is Jesse Krieger. I'm the founder of Lifestyle Entrepreneurs Press. And in this video, I want to share with you the strategic planning process that I use and that we use as a team with my publishing company that I've also helped use with many authors and clients from around the world. And it's simple. It's this. It's a 2-page document that you can get either underneath this video, or there'll be a link close by to where you're watching this now where you can download it. But it's a 2-part exercise. And the first part is to write a narrative description of where you're at now in relation to your book, your business, your brand development, and just write out in 5 to 7 sentences your current situation in present tense language, where you're at now, number of clients, whether your book's in the market, the audience size you have, whatever those different aspects of where you're at now comprised. And then also write a future state scenario. So whether that's 6 months out in the future or a year out into the future. I don't recommend going too far out than a year because too many variables come into play that prevent you from really having crystal clarity on what you can accomplish in that amount of time. But whether it's 6 months or a year, write another narrative in present tense, in first person, of where you'll be then. And it's very important to write this in first person, present tense, as if it's already happened, as if you're there in that moment. So next to this video, you'll also see a description, or actually the completed exercise of the planning process that I've used at the beginning of 2016 for Lifestyle Entrepreneurs Press and what we were going to accomplish over the course of this year. So see the narrative description of where you're at now, and then another description describing where you're at in 6 or 12 months out. Once you have these in place, and this should be a fun exercise, then you want to identify 3 to 6 key performance indicators. And these are simply the metrics that you'll track to know whether or not you're on track, that you're making progress towards those goals, towards those ambitions and dreams. So a few simple metrics to track would be revenue. How much are you making now? How much will you be making then? Audience size. If you're in a business, like if you have a book or if you have a business, you should have an audience. So how many people can you reach when you send an email? How many people can you reach when you do a social media post, now and in the future? Other metrics would include, different things that are specific to your business and your personal situation. How many live events are you running? How many one-on-one coaching clients do you have? How many people have you enrolled in a mastermind? Whatever it is that you're involved with, beyond just your book or book sales, and into your business objectives and your brand building goals, why don't you put some numbers on those and create a few key metrics that help you track how you're doing throughout the span of time that you've outlined, that you've circumscribed with this strategic plan. Because here's what happens. Once you have a narrative description and an assessment by metrics of where you're at now, and you have the same for the future and the metrics, then simply spanning the gap is a function of showing up and doing work that moves you towards accomplishing one of those metrics or more each day, or at least making tangible progress towards doing so. And once you've got these narrative descriptions and these key performance indicators that you're tracking, it's just about identifying a handful of specific actions you're going to take to close the gap. So as an example from one of the examples from the Lifestyle Entrepreneurs Press strategic plan, we had a goal to do 4 live events in 2016, having done 2 in 2015. And so 4 of the specific actions are the different events that I've run over the year. And it's as simple as saying the specific action and a date and time by which it'll be complete. So on this 2-page document, on this 2-page strategic plan, you can actually outline and give an overview for what you're going to accomplish over a period of months up to a year, and it doesn't have to be complicated. It's not about writing a 50-page business plan with all this market research and all these different numbers. It's just about what do you want to accomplish, what does your life look like when you're there in present tense, and what are the key performance indicators that you're going to track, and of course the specific actions you're going to take. And when you do that, I'd like you to give me some feedback, give me some comments on how this exercise was for you, whether it was helpful for you to see an example of the Lifestyle Entrepreneurs Press strategic plan, and being very open and sharing that with everybody. And talk to me about, what you're attempting to bite off, what you're attempting to tackle. And if it's big or if it doesn't feel big enough, then maybe we should talk, and perhaps there's a way that we can help accomplish some of those goals, either through our Done For You publishing or the live events or the training opportunities that myself and our team provide. In any case, I hope this exercise has been helpful and valuable, and make good use of this strategic planning, because it's really the differentiator between people that accomplish something tangible by the end of 6 months or a year, and those that just feel burnt out and like you've created so much work that you can't even catch up with yourself. I want you in the first camp. I want you accomplishing goals, making tangible progress towards your dreams, and getting your message out there in a big way. So thanks again. I'll see you in a future video, and here's to your success.